Good evening. My name is Elder Dexter Gunderson. I'm serving as a missionary for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints and am currently in Paraguay. I'm also Eve's younger brother. Eve really wanted me to be at her wedding, so here I am, virtually present, and I'd like to start by congratulating the groom. If my sister were a fish, that would have to make you a very talented or very lucky fisherman. You've found Nemo. Or in other words, you've made a 1 in a million catch. Moreover, my sister is much more than a fish, and to understand how much more, you just have to have been there. And I'll try and illustrate my point. Throughout my high school life, I would often stay up absurdly late, completing mundane tasks, most commonly washing my laundry. And way too many times, I would run into my sister also washing laundry or making pancakes. If you tend to get hungry around 2 a.m., you've married the right girl. Nonetheless, despite getting to bed at a less than decent hour, she would get up with me at 5 a.m. to go train with the men's soccer team. This is something that few of my friends would do, and that discipline is probably the leading factor that's going to allow you to say, your grandmother was a collegiate athlete 40 years from now when you're bragging to your grandchildren. Apart from being an outstanding athlete, Eve is also an incredible cheerleader. As a freshman in high school, I tried out for the soccer team. I was nervous. She picked me up from the junior high, and I got in her car to go to the high school fields. And I remember she turned on the pump-up tunes, gave me the motivational speech, and handed me 2 pieces of toast because she knew I couldn't eat a lot on a nervous stomach. Later, I don't think any one person assisted more of my soccer games other than my mother. She was always there, wrapped up in at least 3 blankets with a blown-up cardboard cutout of my face. If you wanted to marry someone who's going to push you your entire life, you've married the right girl. Lastly, I'd like to highlight Eve's ability to make everything fun. And I don't actually have to illustrate any of that because it's quite obvious. And if you wanted to marry someone who's going to make you love life, you've married the right girl. Just get things straight. Don't tell her I said any of this. This is between us. And I understand I'm the younger brother, yet I've always had this protective instinct. And I've thought that if someone's going to take my sister's last name, they have to pass some sort of bar. So I've been monitoring here in Paraguay. I've been keeping my eye out. And luckily for me, I've actually known Caleb for quite some time. I've actually looked up to him, both literally and as well as figuratively. In elementary school, we used to walk home from school every day, and he always taught me how to create different classes of snowballs and how to throw them at cars so that the cars wouldn't notice. I remember one day in particular, he humbly brought to our attention that he was carrying 2 math textbooks. Isn't that every girl's dream? I mean, a man that is both physically competent and intellectually adept, not to mention the diligence he would need to fill those 2 out. As I've seen Caleb's life over the past years, I've noticed that he's kind of just a 2 textbook kind of guy. Physically and intellectually adept, not to dismiss diligence. Imagine my excitement when I found out that he wanted to date my sister. It went something like this. Here in Paraguay, me and Caleb message with audio messages. So I get a message. It goes something like this. Hey, Elder Gunderson. I want to date your sister. Are you all right with that? Am I all right with that? Yes, sir. And he goes, all right, but you got to keep this between you and me. This isn't going anywhere else, so I got you. Not a word. So now I'm on a video call with my sister. And it goes something like this. I want to go out with Caleb, but I don't know if he likes me. Do you think he likes me? Yes. How do you know? Poker face. I don't see why he wouldn't. So now I'm back with Caleb. buddy, dog, come on, you got to get moving. There's competition out there. Make something happen. I'm rooting for you. So he goes, I'll set some up with a few friends and, we'll make a movement. So I'm content with the response, and months go by and we don't say anything until a little bit ago I get a message. And it goes something like this. Helder Gunderson, I know this voice. Your sister and I are gonna get married. Are you okay with that? The second thing I like about Caleb is he knows how to take good advice. I said, get things moving, and you have exceeded my expectations. The third thing I like Caleb has got to be the most prominent. Trusting my sister's judgment. If my sister is going to marry someone, it's got to be someone that she really likes. And even being thousands of miles away, it's pretty obvious my sister really likes this guy. So the only advice I'll give you is the same advice that Master Ogwe gave Master Shifu. Yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, and today is a present. So I'd say be present. Enjoy the moment. Not everyone gets to marry a 1 in a million girl or a 2 textbook kind of guy. So I've said it once, and I'll say it again. Caleb, welcome to the fam.